Política del Perú. Señor relator, por favor, de lectura.
Constitución Política del Perú, artículo
Political constitution of the article. It is the president's right to address in person and by written to the nation the message. The annual message will have the detailed information about the republic and the improvements and problems that the nation has. The message of the President of the Republic are approved by the Council of Ministry.
Invito al señor presidente de la República,
I
Pedro Castillo,
call
su
for
mensaje al Congreso.
Pedro Castillo, President of the Republic, to address his message to the Congress.
Señora Presidenta del Congreso de la República,
President of the Congress of the Republic, Congress people,
a lo largo y ancho del país,
citizens from the nation. Today, March 15, there are 2 years in which our country was declared in an emergency of health due to the pandemic COVID-19. We were locked down as we have economic situations as the rest of the world. We also lost thousands of people in our country. This message is dedicated to all who lost their lives and their families, who still have the hope of a country. And for that, I claim a minute of silence.
Invito a la representación nacional, al gabinete y a los asistentes.
I invite the people present to a minute of silence.
asimismo,
Likewise, thank you very much. I express my solidarity to the families of the people of Fatals, and I say that we are working for you. So, making use of the right from the article, for the Article 118 from the Constitution, as President of the National People of Peruvian, I present myself in front of you to talk to all the citizens in the nation. I come here to the National Congress because we are convinced that we need to give clear signs to the population, including the President of the Republic and the authorities. We are obliged to present balance and to respond for our acts. The population has the right to know about the decisions taken by the authorities, and in that sense, I appreciate the Parliament and this representation to allow me to address this message in the moment in which, jointly with the people of Peru, we are making a lot of efforts to survive this economical society and political society, and also to find a way forward in our country. It is time, Congress people, that we together find common ground and consensus in the work of satisfying the demands and expectations of our people. Those who are hoping for clear signals to the development of the nation without any excuse. In that sense, we address the project, and we decided to be a government because health and education is a service, because the natural resources are not benefiting the Peruvian people, because farmers work, live in poverty and abandoned, because our workers are receiving very low salaries, and because corruption and impunity are taking the money of the poor people, and we want to transform this. We have been chosen as representative of the 100 years old, and in a context that we have marked by untrust and the fact that people do not trust the politicians, and even though that, we assume the compromise to give a new face to the policy in Peru, so that the democracy will be a genuine expression of all the sides of the government. In that sense, we have a very difficult mission to solve the problems that were not solved in 200 years, to reconstruct a nation and to open a new path, because that was the mandate of the elections. In that sense, I present myself to you that have the right to legislate and to work together to our nation, to give our nation a sovereignty nation, a democratic nation, and with social justice. We are aware of this responsibility in front of our country. We have designed our objectives and to face the hard problems and to improve the quality of life of people, especially those who are the poorest. Those policies are described in the policy of government from years ago. Those who are guiding the work of the different institutions of the government and are related with the state policy, and also the strategic plan of development of the nation for the year 2050. It's important to mention that the policy of government 2021-2026 was assisted by experts of the Center of the Planning of Economy, and it has 10 guidelines that include the most important issues to orient the actions of the different institutions of the government. To those